It's something no one ever wants to have to deal with. Accepting that you or a loved one has dementia. Good planning can help. So our expert in estate planning, David Carrier, is here with us today to talk to us more about how to navigate this. You know, David, this is such a great topic for you to come in and talk about. When someone is going through dementia, this is something that not only that individual person is going through, but the entire family.
It is. It involves everybody. You know, one of the things that we've been doing this now 30 years. And it was just recently, and I can't figure out if I read it somewhere or I just had this, I probably read it somewhere. It wasn't any brilliant flash of my own. But the idea that observation, people go through the same steps with dementia as they go through with a terminal illness, okay? So, you know, first of all, you have denial. Denial is huge when it comes to dementia. I saw it in my own family. My mom had the vascular dementia, but she was always the person who did the taxes, wrote the checks, everything, and insisted on doing that. You know, we would have people come to the house for house cleaning, what have you. She'd meet them at the door. We don't need anything. We're fine. But you couldn't make heads or tails of the checkbook, okay? And the house was not to her standard. Just straight up denial. It ain't just a river in Egypt, okay? When people get past the denial, right, when you just can't avoid it anymore, they get angry. Again, I saw that with my mom. Whenever you would say, but Mom, this makes no sense. How dare you say that to me? I mean, seriously, she disinherited me a couple of times.
Yeah, so we're talking about health and dementia, but how does this affect your finances and planning for your finances?
Well, right, because one of the greatest fears that people have is middle-class folks especially. I mean, it's just who we deal with. You've done all this work your whole lifetime. You've paid off the house. You know, you've built up this security, this nest egg, and now all of a sudden, $12,000 a month. In West Michigan, it's $25 an hour for round-the-clock care. If you want round-the-clock care at home, you're talking $25 an hour. Well, do the math. That's $600 a day. In a month, that's $18,000. So if you're thinking, oh, well, I'll be okay at home, we'll just get some people to come in, you're looking at $18,000 a month if you're talking about round-the-clock care. You say, well, my spouse will do it. Do you know that half of married couple are widowed by 62? I didn't know that. One of our staffers is one of our attorneys. Was with the Widowed Persons Association. She said, yeah, half of the people are going to be widowed by age 62. So maybe your spouse will be there to do it. Maybe. And besides, think about trying to get your spouse dressed in the morning, trying to get them in the shower, you know, if they have the dementia. It all gets back to that first step, which is the denial. Then people get angry about it. Then there's the bargaining. You know, they start saying, well, if I do more exercise, if I eat more fish, you know, whatever it is, there's a magic pill for Alzheimer's. Go online. You know, if you want to, you know, that source of all knowledge, the internet, there's magic pills for dementia and Alzheimer's. You can find them on there. Of course, bogus. Then, of course, you get to depression. People get very down. And then finally, we get to acceptance. And because we work with families all the way through, from the planning in the beginning, so that we acknowledge, yes, this is a possibility, this is reality, it could happen, and then we provide a pathway all the way through.
Yeah, I think one thing that people really love about coming to David Carrier is that when you're working with a family, you're there every step of the way, and you have so many connections in the community that you know that you're working with someone's finances, you're working with a family's finances, but if a family needs help in this avenue, in this area, if they don't have someone, you can provide that. You can give them a recommendation of someone that you trust.
That's right. And you know what we do it kind of puts us out there, you know. What I see a lot of are people, they'll give you 5 names or 3 of this or 2, you know, whatever. We really don't do that. We do kind of say, look, why don't you go talk to this person? I bet you this person would be, knowing what we know about you and what we know about them, I bet this person would be a good fit. If they're not, we can make a different recommendation. But we don't just tear a page out of the yellow pages and say, hey, go talk to these people. Also, on staff, we have 2 folks One full-time, the other, part-time. All they do all day is liaise with the nursing homes. They're talking with the administrators, financial directors, assisted living facilities, long-term care facilities, and the various programs. The PACE program that we're always talking about, the at-home care program. We maintain very tight relationships with those people so that we can make referrals. We do a lot of placement. If you're wondering, there's so much information out there, and it's just, what do we do next?
Questions. And people don't know where to begin, especially if they see that a family member does have dementia, if a family member is in critical care, needs help, and they don't know where to turn. Help is available, and you're there to help with those financial decisions.
Wherever and it's true, wherever you are in the program. I mean, if you've finally gotten to the point of, okay, we can't deny it anymore, we finally got okay with it. Oh, but now we're going to lose everything. That's not true either. The workshops that we do, we're doing 4 workshops a week now. That's the demand. Plus, we're doing them outside, so it's a smaller group, fresh air, social distancing, all that. But we are doing 4 of them a week in order to still provide that information if you want to pre-plan. If you are in the phase where you just can't deny it anymore and you wish you had planned, well, there's still things that can be done that are still very, very effective. So really, wherever you are in the process, just give us a shout and we can take you the rest of the way.
Yeah, and I think you nail it right on the head when you say it's never too late. It's always good to plan ahead of time, but it's never too late. So if you think it is, and you think, okay, you know what, all of my hard work and all of my finances are going out the window, it's not necessarily true.
And not at all true, because think about it too. If you're a middle-class person, a big part of who you are to yourself, to your family, is that I'm a productive member of society, I've been doing good things, and what dementia does, it takes all of that away, but it doesn't have to. You see, that's the thing with it doesn't have to. There are things you can do, but you got to get past the denial, and we can help you with that.
Yeah, and so if people want to take advantage of your workshops, as we saw, social distancing, outdoors.
That's right.
Oftentimes you have treats, maybe not anymore.
You know what we're doing now? They're store-bought, okay? They're wrapped in packages, individually wrapped. It kills me. I mean, they're not fresh baked anymore, but
you know what?
We're still doing them.
You're still doing them, and you're still giving great information to people that are coming on out. If you want to get a hold, or if people want to get a hold of you or find out more information, they can go to your website, which is what?
DavidCarrierLaw.com. And if you get the Grand Rapids Press, the Jackson Patriot, most any newspaper in Michigan, on Sundays and Thursdays, I've got an article this Sunday and Thursday on just what we're talking about, on this whole, the 5 stages of acceptance of dementia.
Read
all about it, or call me on Sunday morning on Wood Radio, 1300. We do 7 to 9, 2 hours of that. So, we're TV, newspaper, whatever.
You're all over the place, and you're answering great questions.
Doing what we can.
And being there for people when they need it. Thank you so much, David.
You betcha. Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks.